We are in our fourth program of chapter 4 of part 4. And as an interlude, we have, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." But in what way, right? "Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy." And mercy is beyond just wish fulfillment for a circumstance. "Whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them." And the golden rule is not something that started with who we call Confucius. The logical connection between this beatitude and that which immediately precedes and follows is not quite so apparent. "Happy the pure in heart, for they shall see God." Indeed, it is to be doubted whether, in the mind of Jesus, there was anything of that strict scholastic arrangement of ideas which so many commentators endeavor to construct for this discourse. Now, it isn't for a prophet or a Messiah or whatever you want to call him to have done that. They, people just live their lives, for one. But the inspired and revealed teachings, it wasn't that they were like constructing a commentary and all that stuff. It's just how the circumstances arise. Nevertheless, there must have been in the mind of this great teacher some thread of discourse, some nexus of thought or feeling which prompted this succession of ideas. Perhaps it is found in the meaning assigned by Jesus, which may not have been the modern sense of purity. Perhaps he did not mean those who were free from violation of the seventh commandment, but rather those who, from the heart, observe the ninth. Not so much those who are not carnal as those who are not cunning. Happy the sharp, cunning man is the general verdict. Such men are supposed to be able to secure the riches, the honors, the glories of the world. Well, people use their intelligence towards different things, and no matter how intelligent some people are, they're just not given the opportunity. There could be somebody who's retarded that does better than a genius because, the situations they were in, right? They are the grand speculators, the successful diplomatists. But Jesus declares that the innocent and the innocuous, those whose souls are honest, whose intents are guileless, whose spirits are surrounded by a moral atmosphere, a perfect transparency, that these are the blessed happy men. And he assigns this remarkable reason for such blessedness: they shall see God. Now, as all the happiness must in some sort correspond with the condition of character stated, we can be assisted by an understanding of one to the comprehension of the other. What is this vision of God, and when shall it take place? Some have held that visio vietica was really bodily sight, others that it was purely mental, others that it was both physical and spiritual, some that it is now, others that it will be in the state of existence which the soul shall maintain beyond the grave, others that it is both here and hereafter. That Jesus simply used these words in a spiritual sense, I have no doubt, nor do I doubt that they signify a blessedness which is not confined to either life, but is as true of the here and of the hereafter. It is familiar to the students of the Bible that these writers use see and know almost interchangeably. Are they saying that they use them in a Gnostic sense? The great teacher probably intended to convey the idea that in order to know God, to understand his nature and his ways, simple-heartedness, clearness of the atmosphere about the mind and heart is necessary. That the sharpness which wins the games of life and the sagacity which obtains among men the reputation of a knowledge among human nature, which repudiation so many covet come to nothing. In the studies which men make of God, and that this is true, every man may know for himself the best and noblest thoughts of God, the most sunny and cheering and elevating, are not such as we have through commentators. Well, people learn a lot of things through commentators, and some of their conclusions work more for some people than others. Few things are more disheartening than the reading of very many expositions of the Scripture, the mole-like delving, the petty distinctions, the insignificant discriminations, the scholastic subtleties of the fathers, so-called, the cold, worldly-wise arguments of the more modern writers, are all so many obstructions to the pursuit of the fresh truth.